Hello, everyone, and welcome back to English Empire.
We're very happy to have you here today because we are going to talk about a topic that is deeply emotional, meaningful, and very real in many families.
Have you ever seen a person in the family who is always there for everyone? A brother who is not even the oldest, but whenever there is a problem, he acts like a father? Or a sister who is not the mother, yet she gives her life, her time, and her energy to care for all her brothers and sisters like a mother?
These people are often the silent heroes of the family. They sacrifice their comfort, delay their dreams, and sometimes even lose important chances in life just to protect the people they love.
But here is the sad part. Very often, their sacrifices are not fully seen. Sometimes the praise goes to the older brother just because of the title, while in reality, another brother is the one truly carrying the responsibility of the whole family.
And sometimes, a sister spends her whole youth serving her family, helping everyone, and staying available whenever she is needed, until one day she becomes older and realizes that everyone else moved on with life, but she remained behind.
So today's topic is very special. Today, you are going to listen to a powerful conversation between Karim and Lana.
In their conversation, they will talk about those unseen brothers and sisters who become like parents in the family, the pain of sacrifice, the unfairness of not being appreciated, and why such people deserve deep respect, love, and lifelong gratitude.
This conversation will make you think, feel, and maybe even remember someone in your own family.
Or maybe it will remind you of yourself.
Before we begin, please like this video, comment below, and tell us if you know a person like this in your family. And don't forget to subscribe to English Empire for more meaningful conversations and English learning content. Now, let's begin today's conversation between Karim and Lana.
Karim, can I ask you something serious?
Of course. What is on your mind?
Have you ever noticed that in many families, there is one person who gives everything for the family, but most people do not really see it?
Yes, very often. In fact, I think almost every family has that person. Sometimes it is a brother, sometimes it is a sister. That person becomes the support of the house, the silent protector, the one everybody depends on. But strangely, the appreciation they deserve does not always go to them.
Exactly. That is what hurts me. Sometimes there is a big brother in the family, and because he is the oldest, people automatically give him the title, the respect, and the importance. But in reality, he may not be the one who truly protects the family. Sometimes he thinks mostly about himself, his comfort, his future, his money, or his image. Meanwhile, another brother, who is not even the oldest, becomes the real pillar of the family.
You are right. In many cultures, the title of Big Brother carries natural respect. People assume that the oldest brother is automatically the second father. But life does not always work like that. Age alone does not make a person responsible. Birth order does not always create sacrifice. Sometimes the real man of the house is not the oldest one. Sometimes it is the younger brother who carries the pain, the duties, and the pressure of everyone.
Yes. And the sad thing is that many people still keep praising the older brother just because he is older. They say, he is the big brother. He is the head after the father. He is the important one. But the reality inside the home may be very different. The one who stays awake at night thinking about the family might be someone else. The one who pays, solves problems, protects sisters, supports the mother, and carries the emotional burden might be another person completely.
That is one of the most painful injustices in family life. Sometimes the title goes to one person, but the role is played by another. One receives the respect, while another carries the responsibility. One receives the praise, while another pays the price.
Exactly. One receives the image, and another lives the reality.
That sentence is very true. Many families are built on invisible shoulders. The family name may be attached to one person, but the actual weight is carried by another.
And that person usually does not complain. That is another reason people do not notice. The one who sacrifices the most often stays quiet. He does not stand in front of everyone and announce what he has done. He just keeps giving, keeps solving, keeps protecting, and keeps carrying.
Because real sacrifice is often silent. People who truly love their family do not always speak loudly about their efforts. They do what must be done and move on. But silence can become dangerous because it allows others to take credit.
Yes, and that happens a lot. The family may say, our older brother is our protector, while the truth is that another brother has been doing the work for years. Maybe the older brother is present in name, but absent in responsibility. Maybe he wants respect without giving service. Maybe he wants authority without sacrifice.
That happens more often than people admit. Some older brothers want the benefits of being the eldest, but not the burden. They want to be obeyed, respected, and treated like leaders. But when hard times come, they disappear, or they put themselves first. Then, a younger brother steps forward. He may not be the oldest, but he becomes older than his age through hardship and duty.
That is such a powerful point. Some people become older than their age because responsibility forces them to. A younger brother may have a young face, but inside, he has the worries of a father, the patience of a mother, and the pain of someone who had no chance to live freely.
Yes, responsibility can age a person before time does. When everyone else is focusing on their own path, he is busy holding the family together. He thinks about school fees, marriage expenses, medical problems, rent, social issues, family honor, emotional peace, and the future of younger siblings. He may smile outside, but inside, his mind is carrying 1,000 weights.
And what makes it harder is that people do not always reward him. Sometimes they do the opposite. They ignore him. They treat his sacrifices like something normal. And in family gatherings or public discussions, they still raise the older brother higher, even if he did much less.
That can deeply wound the heart, not because the sacrificing person wants applause, but because injustice hurts. When someone has given years of life, dreams, comfort, and peace to protect the family, and then the appreciation goes to someone who only had the title, that pain is very deep.
Yes, it feels like truth is being erased.
And this does not happen only with brothers. It happens with sisters, too. Sometimes there is a sister who becomes like a mother for the whole house. She may not be the eldest sister, but she becomes the caretaker of everyone. She cooks, cleans, advises, supports, protects, and comforts. She understands everyone's pain. She puts herself last. And still, she may remain the least appreciated.
I have seen that many times. One sister becomes the emotional center of the family. If someone is sick, she is there. If someone has a problem, she is there. If guests come, she serves. If there is sadness in the home, she becomes the one who calms everyone. If the mother is tired, she becomes the second mother. Yet when the story of the family is told, her name is barely mentioned.
And sometimes, because she keeps serving, her own life gets delayed. She may delay her education, her work, her marriage, and even her dreams. She may say, "Let me first help my family. Let my brothers stand first. Let my sisters marry first." Year after year, she gives herself away until suddenly she is older, tired, and alone.
That hurts so much. A woman can spend her youth serving everyone and then remain single for life because she gave all her best years to others. Her brothers marry, her sisters marry, everyone builds a home, but she remains in the old house, carrying the memories of sacrifices nobody properly thanked her for.
Yes. And then society may ask, why did she not marry? Or why did her life stay like this? But society does not ask how many years she spent keeping her family alive, emotionally and practically. People see the result, but not the sacrifice behind it.
This is why I believe such people deserve a special kind of respect. Not ordinary respect, deep respect, lifelong respect, because they gave a part of themselves that can never be returned.
Absolutely. When someone sacrifices money, maybe money can be repaid. When someone sacrifices time, perhaps time cannot be fully repaid. But when someone sacrifices youth, peace of mind, opportunities, emotional freedom, and personal dreams, that is something very great. It should never be treated lightly.
And I think another painful issue is that these people are often judged harshly. Because they are tired, serious, or emotionally heavy, others may misunderstand them. They may say, he is too strict, or she is always worried, or he is difficult, without understanding what made them this way.
Yes, because people enjoy the fruit, but ignore the roots. They enjoy the safety and stability that this person created, but they do not look at the cost. A brother who had to become the family's shield may lose some softness because life did not allow him to stay soft. A sister who had to become the family's mother may lose some carefree joy because she was carrying too much too early.
It is almost like they are punished twice. First, they sacrifice their life. Second, they are misunderstood for becoming tired from that sacrifice.
That is very true. And many of them do not even expect full repayment. They only want fairness. They want people to say, "We know what you did. We know who truly stood for this family. We know who protected us when life was hard."
Yes, recognition matters. Truth matters. It is not good when history inside the family becomes false. If the older brother did not truly carry the family, then everyone should stop pretending he did. Respect should go to the one who actually lived the role.
Exactly. Respect should follow reality, not only title. A title without sacrifice is empty, but sacrifice without title is still greatness.
That is beautiful. A title without sacrifice is empty, but sacrifice without title is still greatness.
Because real leadership in a family is not decided by age alone. It is decided by who stands firm when the family needs someone, who gives instead of taking, who protects instead of hiding, who thinks of others before self. That is the real big brother, even if he is the middle brother or even the younger one.
And the same for sisters. The real elder sister in spirit may not be the one who was born first, but the one who carried the family with tenderness, wisdom, and service.
Exactly. In life, biology gives order, but character gives meaning.
Sometimes I think families should openly speak about this, not in a way that creates conflict, but in a way that restores justice. Because when truth is never spoken, the sacrificing person may carry hidden sadness for many years.
Yes, and hidden sadness becomes heavy with age. Imagine spending 20 years protecting your family, delaying your own life, covering others, solving crisis after crisis, and then hearing people constantly praise someone else who barely carried the load. That can break something inside a person.
And yet many such people still continue giving. That is what amazes me. Even with pain inside, they still answer the phone when needed. They still show up in emergencies. They still defend the family. They still give money, time, effort, and support.
Because their love is real. It is not based on praise. It is not based on reward. It is not based on being seen. They give because they feel responsible, because they care deeply, because their conscience does not allow them to turn away.
But still, we should not let that become an excuse to ignore them.
Never. Their goodness should not become a reason to use them more. Their silence should not become a reason to forget them more. Their patience should not become a reason to burden them more.
So, what do you think families should do?
First, they should admit the truth inside their own hearts. They should ask honestly, who really stood for us? Who protected us? Who gave up their ease for our stability? Who acted like a father, though he was only a brother? Who acted like a mother, though she was only a sister?
That question alone can change so much.
Yes. Second, they should thank that person clearly and sincerely, not only once in a passing sentence. Real gratitude should be expressed with respect, words, actions, and loyalty. Third, they should stop giving false credit out of habit. If the family knows that another person was the true support, then the family should honor that truth.
And I think they should also protect that person emotionally. Such people usually know how to care for everyone else, but often nobody knows how to care for them. Very true. The helper also needs help. The protector also needs protection. The strong one also needs softness. The one who was always available should not be left alone when they finally become tired.
And for the sister who remained single because she gave her life to her family, her brothers and sisters should never let her feel forgotten. They should make her feel honored, wanted, included, and deeply respected.
Yes. They should not treat her like a leftover part of the family story. She should be treated like one of its greatest heroes. Her room should not become a place of loneliness. Her life should be filled with care, appreciation, and dignity.
Because she did not remain behind because she lacked value. She remained behind because she gave her value away to others.
That is a powerful truth. And the same with the brother who became late in life because he held the family together. People should not compare him unfairly with others who moved faster. His journey was heavier. While others were climbing for themselves, he was lifting many people at once.
So even if he reaches success later, that late success has a deep meaning.
Yes. It means he succeeded despite carrying extra burdens. His delay was not laziness. It was sacrifice. His slowness was not weakness. It was responsibility. His scars are proof of what he carried.
That is why such people deserve not only respect, but reward. Reward in words, reward in treatment, reward in loyalty, reward in prayer, reward in care.
And reward in truth. We should tell their story correctly. We should say, he was not the oldest, but he was the real big brother. Or she was not the mother, but she mothered everyone. Or the world may not know what she did, but her family must never forget.
I wish families would say that more often.
They should, because some people quietly save entire families. Without them, the home would have fallen into chaos. But because they stayed, gave, and endured, the others could study, marry, build careers, and live in peace.
And then many of those others forget who created that peace for them.
Yes, and forgetting is a kind of cruelty. Not always intentional cruelty, but still painful. Forgetting the hand that held you is a wound to justice.
Do you think these people know their value, even if others do not tell them?
Sometimes yes, but many times no. Even strong people can begin to doubt themselves when they are constantly overlooked. That is why appreciation matters so much, not because it creates their value, but because it confirms the truth of it.
That makes sense. People need to hear that their pain was not meaningless.
Exactly. They need to hear, we saw your effort. We saw your sleepless nights. We saw the things you gave up. We know who stood in the fire for us.
This is why I believe every family should ask itself one serious question. Who was truly there when life became difficult?
Yes. Not who had the title. Not who appeared in front of people. Not who spoke loudly. but who was truly there.
Who paid? Who protected? Who stayed? Who sacrificed? Who carried?
And once that answer is known, that person should be honored for life.
Because such people are rare.
Very rare. Many people love family in words. Few love family through sacrifice. Many want the position of importance. Few accept the cost of importance.
And the person who truly carries the family often carries it without asking for a crown.
Yes, that is why their greatness is pure. They did not serve for image. They served because they had heart.
Then maybe that is the real lesson. In a family, the true father-like brother is not always the oldest brother, and the true mother-like sister is not always the actual mother. The real role belongs to the one who sacrifices, protects, and gives.
That is exactly the lesson. Titles can be inherited, but roles are earned. Respect should follow sacrifice, not appearance. Honor should follow truth, not custom.
And those who gave their lives for the family should never be treated like ordinary people in the family story.
Never. They should be remembered with gratitude. Their names should be spoken with respect. Their struggles should not be erased. Their presence should be valued while they are still alive, not only after they are gone.
Because late appreciation is painful.
Yes. Flowers after death cannot replace love during life. Tears later cannot repay years of being ignored. It is better to honor them now while they can still feel the warmth of that respect.
Then let us say it clearly. The brother who acted like a father deserves to be respected like a father, even if he was not the oldest. The sister who acted like a mother deserves to be honored like a mother, even if she was only a sister. And the one who truly carried the family should never lose their place to someone who only carried the title.
Beautifully said. That is justice. That is gratitude. That is humanity.
And if we know such a person in our family, we should not stay silent.
No, we should tell them, we know what you did. We know what you gave up. We know that others may have received the praise, but you carried the burden. We know that your life was delayed because you were building ours. We know that your sacrifice was real, and we will never forget it.
That would mean everything to them.
Yes, because some hearts are tired, not from giving, but from feeling unseen.
Then may every unseen brother be seen. May every sacrificing sister be honored. May every family learn to recognize the one who truly carried them. And may no one who gave everything for others feel forgotten.
Amen. The world may praise titles, but wise hearts praise sacrifice.
And that brings us to the end of today's video. A story about the ones who give everything, yet are often unseen. Maybe this reminded you of someone in your family. Or maybe it reminded you of yourself. If you know a person like this, don't wait. Tell them today how much they mean to you.
And if this message touched your heart, don't forget to like the video, share your thoughts in the comments, and subscribe to English Empire for more meaningful stories and conversations. See you in the next video.
Take care.
and appreciate the silent heroes in your life.